and welcome to Show Me St. Louis. I'm Mary Callwriter. Thanks for tuning in, and those of you watching on 5 Plus, thank you for joining us as well. This Wednesday morning is full of flavor and fun with, yes, Pappy's Smokehouse in the Show Me Kitchen, but it also is full of inspiration and strength. We are starting today's show with a story very near and dear to my heart and so many in the St. Louis community and beyond. Not many 7-year-olds can say they have written and published their own book and even have a cinnamon sugar spice to go along with it. But it is because this 7-year-old's strength, courage, and creativity is one of a kind. I stopped by Nora Bunn's book signing for the inspiring story.
It's a big deal to pick out a customized sticker for each person.
Which one for Chauncey? I'm anxious to know what Nora Bunn's gonna pick for you.
To her friends and family, Nora Bunn is known for many things.
She's such a lover, and cares about everyone else.
But she can flip the switch and be competitive.
She can.
Loving, joyful, funny, and tough. But most recently, she's known as author.
Love yourself. That's perfect. That's perfect. And Nora verbalized all the words to our child life specialist at Stanford when she was going through really brave things.
Introducing Sparkle of Love.
Who helped you color? Her brother and sister.
Nora's book tells the story of a unicorn named Heart Lover who is sad to be in the hospital on her birthday. The book mirrors the story of Nora's own life.
When you Google it, the first thing that pops up is palliative care. And we knew that wasn't good enough for us.
Last March, then 6-year-old Nora was diagnosed with DIPG, an aggressive and inoperable form of childhood brain cancer.
And in 2024, that's a real hard pill to swallow. When you hear your oncologist say, this family has exhausted all options in the United States.
In the United States, around 300 children are diagnosed with DIPG each year. Still, research remains limited.
You're on your own. You are on your own because you have the diagnosis. Standard operating procedure is radiation. That gets you 6 to 9 months past diagnosis, and then you really are on your own.
Now, the Bunn family has made it their mission to fight for Nora and to fight for all families impacted by this disease.
Janie said it. What about these other families that do not have the resources?
Yeah.
They don't have, the ability or community or the funds to go overseas because, as Janie mentioned, it's really phase 1 trials here in the U.S. In fact, Nora is still on a waiting list for a phase 1 trial at the University of Michigan since April.
For a drug that we are purchasing out of pocket from Germany.
The family planning to make trips overseas this spring because behind these strong parents is one strong little girl.
Just when you think you're going to count her out, she's a honey badger. You back her into a corner and she just comes back out stronger and she fights.
Right.
She fights. I looked at her one day, she was gasping for air, and in November was a tough time for us. And I looked at her and she couldn't talk. And I said, you just don't give up, do you? And she looked at me, just shook her head, no.
The Bunns share their strength comes from both their faith and their community.
Nora's diagnosis feels like such a dome of darkness some days, because we have so few options right now to make her better. But we have been surrounded by our school community, our hometowns, family, friends, and they just keep poking holes of light through our dome of darkness, which is what is getting us through and propelling us forward to not quit. But when you have to realize that, we're going to have to fly our child overseas to try to save her life, it's a real hard pill to swallow.
Christ the King principal Caroline McCarthy has grown close with Nora, traveling to tutor her to help her keep up with her classes.
Janie and Brett have done a beautiful job of allowing us to support them. You know, there's a lot of families who go through the same thing or something similar and they want to isolate or keep their story close to the chest. And Janie and Brett always have done a great job of giving us the information that we know. So there's prayers for Nora and there's a support system for Reese, her older sister.
Mr. Kemper, welcome to the author signing.
Nora's story continues to teach.
What are our problems as adults? You know, we make things too complicated. And so Nora not only helps me simplify it and teaches me to simplify it, but also there's so many problems that aren't really problems.
To inspire.
It's more than just about Nora. It's about community.
And to remind us all that together we can conquer anything.
And I feel like if we can just get that message out and fight, because we are very blessed to have such a strong community, but we also have come across so many other families that don't have what we have. And we have vowed that no matter what happens, we will fight to make this journey better for other families that may face this diagnosis. We won't stop.
Just such an inspiring family. Now, there are several ways that you could show your support for the Bunn family. You could donate to their GoFundMe page. We'll have a link to that on our website. And then you could also purchase Nora's book on Amazon, or you could purchase, again, her cinnamon sugar spice. Proceeds of that go to childhood cancer research. So we encourage you to learn more at ksdk.com/showme.